One of them is arthritis, disc bulge, autoimmune condition. That is a big umbrella under which a lot of things get covered, which we are going to share in our slides. Right kneecap requires surgery with arthritis. Dhananjay sir, autoimmune disorders, low back pain, pain on right side moving down. Okay. So people who have not written, please let's make it more and more interactive and get to know about what are your health condition. Morning stiffness in tailbone, Ria ma'am. Okay. So now if I have your permission, I would like to share the screen. Please write in the chat. I'll just share the screen. Hormonal imbalance. Okay. Vivek sir. Just give me 2 minutes as I share the screen. Ashtaang Chikitsa online therapy for Neuro Musculoskeletal Problems. So holistic and drug-free healing targets the root cause, which no other therapy is doing. Every therapy, whether it's allopathy, homeopathy, Ayurvedic, what you are doing is just working on the surface. We are not working on the root cause. So the permanent cure only happens when you work at the root cause. Safe, natural, and effective. Why? Because it's your own breath that you are using to get out of your current health conditions. Proven results for thousands of people. We've got tons of testimonies in our YouTube channel, so you can go through it. So it's a proven result that we are getting day in and day out across the globe. Personalized care for long-term relief and recovery. Namaskar, I welcome you all to the Ashtaang Chikitsa webinar. My name is Rachna Botra and I'll be your host for today's webinar. I'm a part of an organization called Avisa Healing and Fitness Private Limited. In today's webinar, we will present to you a unique therapy for curing neuromusculoskeletal problems that you or someone in your family may be suffering from, but have not yet found permanent relief despite spending a good amount of money and time on various treatments. Ashtaang Chikitsa can also be used as a preventive method so that you keep your internal organs functioning at their optimum levels. Are your doctors telling you you will have to take medicines lifelong? I'm sure many of the participants have heard this from the doctors, especially people suffering from autoimmune conditions. Are your doctors telling you your problem can never be cured? You just have to learn to live with it lifelong. Are your doctors telling you your organs never regenerate? Today is the day you will come to know you may not have to take medicines lifelong just to manage your disease. Today is the day you will come to know your problem can certainly be cured. Organs can definitely regenerate. That's what you're going to come to know today. Now I'd like to introduce you all to Swami Sri Raj Vibhuji, a rare Kumbhak yogi. Swamiji has been transforming lives of thousands of people who have not found any relief even after years of using allopathic medicine. So you can imagine how much of pain people have been going through, and Swamiji has done the wonderful job of transforming their lives into happier ones. Through his various Kumbhak therapy programs, he has taken people out of chronic diseases like thyroid, BP, heart, diabetes, and even life-threatening diseases like cancer. Who is this webinar for? For people who are tired of temporary treatments and are looking for something natural and permanent. For people who are tired of temporary treatments and are looking for something natural and permanent. For people who want to take charge of their health in their own hands and are willing to work on themselves to come out of their health issues. And most importantly, it's for people who are tired but still trying. I'm sure many of the people have tried n number of things and are really tired but is still positive and wants to try again. Still trying to find a way out of their disease. Still hopeful of finding a cure. still trying a different approach, and still trying and trying. Reversing neuromusculoskeletal problems with Ashtaang Chikitsa addresses the root cause naturally, improves nerve and muscle function, restores mobility, flexibility, and strength, 100% natural, safe, and holistic, enhances overall well being, quality of life, drug free healing for a pain free and active life. So, Swamiji will be talking about the Ashtashari. What are the eight softwares in the body? The Srishti Sharir, Garbha Sharir, Dosha Sharir, Marma Sharir, Pramana Sharir, Sankhya Sharir, Prakriti, and the Vikriti Sharir. So, when we talk about the neuromuscular health issues, we are talking about the Prakriti and the Vikriti Sharir. Prakriti means nature, that's the natural, so regeneration or the regenerative factor of the body. Vikriti is entirely opposite, that is the degenerative factor of the body. So, what happens when you have pain, imbalances occur, and that's how you get these pains and inflammations, etc. So, what we do with Ashtang Chikitsa is we balance these regenerative and the degenerative factors so that the regenerative factor is at a faster pace than the degeneration, which is a natural process in your aging. Ashtang Chikitsa addresses, of course, the list is endless, but these are the commonest problems that we see across: knee pain, lower back pain, hip issues, pain in the leg, drop foot, spine-related issues, slip disc bulge, weak spine, spondylitis, frozen shoulder, drooping shoulder, tennis elbow, rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, osteoporosis, dislocation, neuropathy, or the nerve issue. Ashtang Chikitsa can further address muscular dystrophy, multiple sclerosis, TMJ disorder, varicose veins, psoriatic arthritis, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, spinal stenosis, myasthenia gravis, Bell's palsy, cervical spondylosis, carpal tunnel syndrome, ataxia, Guillain-Barré syndrome, AVN, Alzheimer's disease, dementia, glaucoma, vertigo, ankylosing spondylitis. All these diseases that we just talked about are degenerative diseases, which means that the organs are certainly becoming weak. So, a long term or permanent solution is possible if we can somehow increase the regeneration factor of the body. But no medicine can regenerate the organs, mind you, be it allopathic, Ayurvedic, homeopathy, any other medicine. The body needs regeneration, not just relief, it needs real repair from within. Whatever other therapy you do, it does the work of suppressing symptoms or balancing and strengthening, but does not regenerate dead or damaged organs, stimulates the body's healing, but does not regenerate again, provides relief or support, but does not do anything at the root cause. In today's webinar, you will discover the one and only method that can regenerate the internal organs. Let's hear from Swami Shivraj Vibhuji. Please pay attention to what he has to say about the human body and diseases. This is knowledge that you won't find anywhere else, not in YouTube, Google, etc. This profound understanding, years of research have helped thousands of people overcome chronic illnesses and transform their lives completely. Same timeless knowledge and proven methods can change your life too. Thank you so much for listening to me patiently. Now I would let you know how we are going to proceed in the webinar. After this, you're going to listen to the recorded video of Swamiji, where he'll be explaining in a very, very simple language how the human body works and how easily you can come out of your current symptoms. After that, we are going to have some live testimonies of people who've all been a participant of Ashtang Chikitsa and how smoothly they've come out of their issues. Then we will be having a demo. I'm sure people are curious, what is Kumbhak? Maybe many people have not even heard about what Kumbhak really is. So we will be having a demo with our senior mentor. Then we will be sharing the online program details. Last but not the least, we will be taking up all the questions that is running in your mind. regarding the program, regarding your health, how you can come out of it. I'm sure tons of questions are there which you would like us to answer. So we will definitely do it, though the time is going to be limited, but we'll try to answer as many questions as possible. Thank you so much. Namaste. Over to Anilji to share the video.
So, what we are doing? We are doing Kumbhak Chikitsa or Kumbhak therapy. Anybody who has heard this name Kumbhak before? Have you ever heard this name Kumbhak? People into Yoga Kalachara, they might have heard this word Kumbhak. But what we are presenting is a part of Ayurveda, not yoga. So it will be a little different, right? This is a part of Ayurveda. Now to introduce you to Kumbhak, are you doing Kumbhak in your daily life? So let's start from there. Anybody and everybody cannot do any function without Kumbhak. So let's understand Kumbhak first. And let's see what can Kumbhak do in your life. So anybody and everybody cannot function without doing Kumbhak. So let's do an experiment, right? We'll do an experiment. And you have put your cameras off. I don't know whom I'm speaking to. It's a when people gather together, it's an opportunity to actually see faces and meet people. And you don't know tomorrow will be there or not. Can anybody guarantee? So enjoy your today. If possible, put on your cameras. Clasp your fingers. Clasp your fingers. And pull hard. Pull hard. As hard as possible. How you creating this strength of pull? Relax. How you are pulling. How you are pulling. Lot of things might be coming to your mind. Using the strength of your muscles. Using your conviction, using your mind and whatnot. But you are not looking at the right point. So let's do it again. And wherever I am indicating, look there. Let's do it again. If you do the experiment, you will know what I am talking about. So everybody should participate. Pull hard. And see, the more hard you want to pull, the more you have to hold your breath. Yes or no? The more hard you want to pull, the more you have to hold your breath. Can we now push? Can we do a pushing experiment? Push hard. And see, the more hard you want to push, the more you have to hold your breath. Yes? Yes? Now pick up a point in front of you. Pick up a point in front of you. A small object or a point in front of you. And try to focus without distraction. Focus on that point. Focus on that point. Become absolutely still and focus on that point. The more focus you want to create, you'll see your breath will become shallow and it will hold up. You know, you can relax, you can relax. I don't know if you had breakfast or not. You had breakfast? You had breakfast, okay. Just remember clearly with your closed eyes. Remember clearly in detail what kind of breakfast you had in the morning. Close your eyes and try to remember in detail the colorful imagination, See, even if you have to remember, you have to hold your breath, and then your remembrance becomes better. Relax. Somebody talked about dementia. What is your problem? Why you are not able to remember? Because you are not able to hold your breath. Now, if you have to balance yourself, stand on one leg, or somebody is pushing you. You want to stay on the ground. You want to hold the ground. What do you do? What do you do? Somebody wants to push you and you want to hold the ground. What do you do? You hold your breath. Yes. You want to stand on one leg. Create a balance. How do you create a balance? You hold your breath. Right? How do you dance? How do you sing? How do you walk? You hold your breath in variable proportion behind. Don't notice it. You don't notice it. You hold your breath in variable proportion behind. Walking, jogging, yoga, Zumba, aerobics, whatever you do, household chore, whatever you do, even you have to get up from the chair. What did you do? You held your breath for a short time, isn't it? Can you do any action without holding your breath behind? You can't. The only thing is you are not noticing it. You are not noticing it. So action in life happens because of kumbhaka, the breath hold that you did in variable proportion, at variable point of time, in variable mode, sitting, standing, lying down. What you are doing? You are holding your breath, or you are doing kumbhaka. You are doing kumbhak to do an action. Now, in all your problems, in neuro musculoskeletal problems, what is the basic issue that you have? It is inability to do action properly. Yes or no? Any kind of neuro musculoskeletal problem, what is the basic issue that you are suffering from? You are not able to do action properly. When you do action, either you feel pain, or you do not have that kind of strength, or you do not have hold over your limbs. Yes? So let's understand the basic problem. Only if we understand the basic problem and we connect it with something which is practical, you can come out of the problem. Otherwise, in the last 100 years, tell me one person who has come out of arthritis by taking medicine. One person who has come out of rheumatoid by taking medicine. One person who has come out of Parkinson, dementia, and so on and so forth, osteoporosis, by taking any kind of medicine. We do not have even a single proof in the last 100 years that we have come out of these problems by taking medicine. And I'm talking about chemical medicine, allopathic medicine. Now, one more commonsensical question. Would you put diesel into a petrol engine or a petrol vehicle? No? Not, never? Never. So, tell me, was your body designed for a chemical intake? Your body was not designed for chemical intake. For the vehicle, you use your common sense. For human, your body, where does this common sense go? If your body is not designed for chemical intake, your body is not going to become better or healthier by chemical intakes. So where is the proof? All these diseases, are they increasing in the world or decreasing in the world? It's all increasing. All the chronic disease are increasing in the world. Is there a single diabetic patient who has come out of diabetes by taking medicine in the last 100 years? One blood pressure heart disease patient? Do you know blood pressure and heart disease has become the number one cause of death? Thyroid patient? Have you been able to cure any thyroid patient? Autoimmune disorder patient? Cancer is increasing at the rate of 12% every year. Arthritis, rheumatoid, and you listen to all those problems. Neuro Musculoskeletal Problems. Even a single patient hasn't been able to come out of these problems by taking chemical medicine. In fact, the data says these all problems are rampantly increasing in the world. So it is high time that we look in some other direction. We think out of the box. With a different kind of a false narrative, you are not going to become better. You start with one medicine, and how many medicines you have come up to? Now, if we understand this body, we can understand how we can reverse our problems. The whole purpose is to reverse these problems. So one example, the core key of how to reverse your problem, I have given it through an experiment. So whenever you make effort, you use kumbhak. Now effort happens with your neuro musculoskeletal system. You use your breath hold to integrate your neuro musculoskeletal system to make an effort. Right? So if your neuro musculoskeletal system do not get the proper regeneration and degeneration, you will not be able to make right effort or proper effort. What I am talking about is regeneration in the body, new tissues forming, and degeneration of the body, old tissues going out of the body. This is a continuous process that is happening in the body. So let's see, is this regeneration and degeneration, the balance of this has deviated in the world? So what is your knee problem? What is your knee problem? the regeneration of cartilages are not happening. Myelitis, or what you call as myopathy, muscle loss, muscle weakness, what is that? The regeneration is not happening properly. The arthritis factor also happens because of lot of toxins at the joint. The degeneration is not happening properly. Toxins are not getting removed from the body properly. So this regeneration and degeneration is something that we have to get into balance. How many people you see are overweight or underweight in today's world? This problem is huge in the world, isn't it? Either the people are overweight or underweight. To maintain the right weight balance has become difficult in the world. Yes, isn't it? Yes. What is the basic problem? It is the imbalance of regeneration and degeneration. In Ayurveda, the rate of regeneration and degeneration is called as Vata. There is a word for it in Ayurveda. The rate of regeneration and degeneration is called as Vata. The energy of regeneration and degeneration is called as Pitta. And the material management in regeneration and degeneration is called as Kapha. So Ayurveda says, if there is a deviation of Vata, Pitta, Kapha, you will get into Neuro Musculoskeletal Problem. I am generalizing it. Any kind of neuromusculoskeletal problem comes under what I am describing. So, I will describe it in another way also. But let's first talk about regeneration and degeneration. Now, this regeneration and degeneration depends upon what? It depends upon your body's ability to utilize food. What you term as metabolism. Your body's ability to utilize food. The food that you eat, the body should be able to utilize it to create new tissues, to create muscles, to create bone density, to create nervous system or nerves. Now this metabolism has gone weak in the world. What is the proof? Do you know neuromusculoskeletal problem is a metabolic disorder? Do you know diabetes is metabolic disorder? Do you know heart disease is metabolic disorder? Thyroid is metabolic disorder. Cancer is metabolic disorder. Any kind of chronic disease has a metabolic disorder in its core. Even your immune system disorder, autoimmune disease and other immune disorder, metabolism is a precursor to any immune system disorder. And they work inversely proportional. If your immunity is high, your metabolism will come down. Your immunity will go high when your body will get into some kind of risk. Do you think when you put a chemical inside the body gets into risk? Your body is not designed for chemical intake. When you put a chemical medicine into your body, the body gets into risk. It enhances, increases the immune system and downplays the metabolic system. All metabolic disorder is increasing in the world because of chemical medicine intake increasing rampantly in the world. One major factor of why you have got into neuro musculoskeletal problem is from childhood you are taking in chemicals or pushing chemicals inside the body. In the name of vaccination, in the name of doing something good to your body, you are actually doing a criminal act with the body. And obviously, the health quotient of the world cannot increase because of your destruction or destructive activity on your own body. I'll give you one example. All of you must have some quantity of medicine at home. Everybody has paracetamol, yes or no? You have paracetamol or some kind of painkiller in your home, in your first aid box, right? Now I'm just trying to make you understand. It is very important that you get it right. If you understand the whole thing clearly, then only you will be able to take a right decision towards correcting your system, isn't it? What you do in your life is your freedom. But you must get it clear in your head first. So, there are two kinds of painkillers. One is called as steroids. The other category is called as NSAID, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. Your paracetamol, nimesulide, there are many, ibuprofen, aceclofenac, diclofenac, all these comes under NSAID. Now they do this pain relieving activity by inhibiting a biocomplex called prostaglandin. Prostaglandin inhibitors. They are called as prostaglandin inhibitors. Now prostaglandin, what it does? Prostaglandin activates the regenerative factor in your body. When you are taking a painkiller, you are saying, I don't want new tissues in my body. When you are taking a painkiller or you are trying to put down your fever, you basically are saying, I don't want regeneration in my body. So what will you get? When you take paracetamol, what will you get in the life? Arthritis, rheumatoid, myasthenia gravis, dementia, tendinitis, carpal tunnel syndrome, and so on and so forth. Because these are all degenerative disease. What will your body do if it has to kill a virus within itself? Everybody of you must have gone through some kind of cold and cough, viral flu, or corona. In your life, you must have gone through all these cold and cough, viral flu, some kind of a viral infection. What happens when you get cold and cough? What happens first in your body? The body raises the temperature, what you call as fever. The body raises the temperature. By increasing the temperature by 5 degrees, the virus will get killed. But the moment body raises temperature, what do? Paracetamol. You are saying, I don't want you to kill the virus. So you want to treat yourself by taking medicine. If you don't take medicine, the viral will go off in 3 to 5 days. But if you take medicine, it will go off in a week to 15 days. But we are intelligent people, you know. We want to give credit to some medicine. So a week and 15 days is okay. Because if you would not have taken the medicine, you would have been treated in 3. You would have become well in 3 to 5 days. But we are intelligent people and we have to give credit to the recovery to some medicine. We choose a longer path. Okay, we'll become fine in 10 to 15 days, so we take medicine. Despite of your taking chemical intake, you are still living and breathing. Just pat your back, appreciate your body at least. With so much of torture, you are still living. This body is such a resilient entity. You have tried to kill it in every possible way, still it is living. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. You are trying to stop or activate every function within yourself, within the body. The body knows how to survive, how to do action. Are you doing the heart activity inside the body, your own body? Are you doing it? Are you conducting it? Are you conducting any function inside the body? Doing the heartbeat? You are not doing it. You don't know how it is happening. Liver function, are you doing it? Kidney function? Neuro function? No, you are not doing it. But you feel it is my right to stop any function inside the body or deviate any function inside the body. You take in a chemical. These chemicals are called agonist or antagonist. They either stop a function or deviate a function. So we have tried to kill this body in every possible way. If it is still surviving, it's a miracle. It's a miracle, isn't it? You must at least appreciate the sturdiness, the robustness of this mechanism, which is human body. Okay, so I just gave you a hint of what we are doing. Don't go on narrative. You all are intelligent species. Use your wisdom rather your information or education. Please use your wisdom. You are all intelligent people. Don't always agree to what somebody says. There is a wisdom of life there which is alive in you. If you think from that wisdom, you can see this very clearly. So, Vata Pitta Kapha. Now I'll talk about Vata Pitta Kapha in a way where we can actually correct it. So the whole system or any living entity functions on 3 factors. which is Vata Pitta Kapha. Of course, I described it in a different manner. Now I am describing it in a different manner. First, the most powerful aspect which is needed inside your body is pressure. Pressure. Because action always happens in pressure gradient. So even if the cloud has to pour somewhere, you have read this rain cycle. From the sea, the water has to rise and become cloud. Then the cloud moves from high pressure to low pressure zone and pours down there. So even the cloud movement happens in a pressure gradient. From lower down in a tree, the tree has to pump water and mineral and all the food up. That happens in a pressure gradient from a high pressure to a lower pressure zone. In your body, food moves into your cells and out of your cells in a pressure gradient. You have to create an osmotic pressure. Your body has to create an osmotic pressure of the tissues and cells for proper intake and exchange of materials and gases and water. So your body functions in the right kind of a pressure ecosystem or architecture. If this pressure architecture goes down, your organs will not function properly. The absorption will not happen properly. Metabolism will not happen properly. Exchange of water, gases, and nutrients will not happen properly. The right kind of pressure has to be generated in the body. Now I'm giving you one more example and proof to understand this. Just imagine your grandfather, grandmother. Just imagine your grandfather, grandmother. If you compare your grandfather and grandmother with yourself and think of the same age line, at the same age, what is the difference between them and you? One common difference. You can say they were not into these many problems. Yes, but what is that factor because of which they were not into all these chronic disease? They could make more effort with their body. You can't make that much of an effort with your body in comparison. They could do lot of things at a particular age with their body, make lot of effort. At the same age, you are not that efficient comparatively, isn't it? What we have lost through the ages, we have lost the capacity of effort making, of making effort. Our capacity of making effort is less than their capacity. So what you have lost fundamentally, if you have lost effort making ability, you have lost the capacity to hold your breath, because you make effort by holding your breath. Yes or no? Are you getting it? Are you with me? We have done an experiment. If somebody has joined later, they can watch the webinar again, because it is very important that you understand things. Only then your life will become better. It will not become better with ideas and narratives. So what you have lost in 2 generations, the ability to make effort with your body. That means you have lost the ability to hold your breath. Do you want to improve your life or not? Do you want to improve your effort making ability or not? Do you need a kumbhak practice or not? Let me tell you, this is the only way through which your life experience, the quality of life will improve. There is no other way. If you think some medicine can improve your life, you are daydreaming. It will never happen. You must increase the body's ability to make effort. Now, what is metabolism? What is metabolism? The body's ability to utilize food. Now, take an example from your life's experience. You know, in your life, whenever you did lot of activity, that day you get lot of hunger. Isn't it? The more you become hungry, the more the body utilizes food. So with lot of effort in your young days, whenever you did lot of effort, lot of work, you became more hungry that day, you ate more food and your body utilized more food. How did you do that activity? Whatever activity that you did, by holding your breath in variable proportion. When you did kumbhak, your body's ability to utilize food and your hunger increased. So kumbhak increases metabolism. And we have lot of proof of that. There are thousands of people who have done kumbhak and they have improved their metabolism. Their regeneration capacity has increased. People with lot of degenerative disease, they have come out of those diseases. People have come out of degenerative neuro disease also. Paralysis. People have come out of paralysis. Drop foot, myasthenia gravis, lockjaw, frozen shoulder. And we always say, even in the case of Parkinson, there is only one way in which you can improve your condition, and that is by doing kumbhak. So first thing first, your metabolism has to improve. The moment your metabolism improves, the autoimmune factor of the body balances out. So whenever you take a pill or take some food which is deviated, genetically modified, hybrid, processed, inorganic, your body gets into risk. So it increases the immune quotient, the immune factor, the metabolism goes down. Whenever you take medicine, the immunity increases, metabolism goes down. We have deviated the environment also. Even with your breath, when you are breathing, your immune factor is trying to push up and your metabolism trying to go down. No doubt, all the metabolic diseases are on rise. They are becoming epidemic. So first thing first, you have to increase your metabolism. And that will happen with kumbhak. With kumbhak, you can increase your metabolism, and you'll see the moment you increase your metabolism, the autoimmune factor which is there inside the body, it goes down. It balances out itself. So even rheumatoid arthritis or any kind, Hashimoto or any kind of autoimmune syndrome in the body, it gets balanced out. It can become, you can reverse those things by taking in steroid. You will get into more and more problem. You should only take chemicals in a very emergency situation and for a short period of time. You should only take medicine when the condition is is at a very high risk, and that too you should take it for a short period of time. Then you should ideally work upon the body in such a manner that your body's recovery strength, regenerative strength, metabolic strength, immunity, hormonal balance, detox strength, they improve. And the body should be able to take care by itself, because your body is designed for it. It can take care of anything by itself, but that strength has become very weak. So by Kumbhak we can increase all those strengths. So you should be working upon the body. If you start doing Kumbhak, you should work upon the body for at least 6 months. For 3 months continuously if you work, you can reduce 50% of your chemical medicine and take some alternative natural medicine. After 6 months, you decrease that 50% of chemical also to null. 100% of what medication you should be taking has to be natural, without any side effect, those kind of medication. Herbal. After 1 year, no medication at all, because your body is designed to take care of itself. You don't have the recovery strength. That's what we will increase through Kumbhak. Now, you can't change the environment. The second factor. I'll talk about 3 factors and then we'll go towards the question answer session. We'll tell you a little about the course. So the second factor. With every chemical, you get a side effect. You get an adverse drug reaction in the body. Right? Now, it doesn't happen with just chemical intake. It happens with the deviated food intake also. It happens with the deviated environment also. Now, you can't change the environment overnight. You should start changing the environment today. It will take 200 years. So, what you should build is your tolerance toward a deviated environment. To build a tolerance toward a deviated food, to build a tolerance towards the adverse drug reaction. If you are tolerant enough, you will get less damage in the body. You can reduce the damage. You can reduce the adverse drug reaction. You can reduce the impact, the side effect of those things, isn't it? So how do you tolerate things? Now suppose you lift a 10 kg weight. You lift a 10 kg weight. How do you lift it up? How do you tolerate it? You hold your breath, isn't it? Can you lift any weight without holding your breath? No. The more weight you have to lift up, you'll have to hold your breath more. So you tolerate things by holding your breath. Suppose you have to now lift 20 kg weight. So you have to hold your breath even more, isn't it? How do you tolerate weight? 10 kg weight? By holding your breath in a certain proportion. Now if you have to lift 20 kg weight, you will have to hold your breath even more. Are you practicing it? No, you are not practicing it. You are not doing Kumbhak. So how will you ensure that you do the risk in your life, the future risk gets reduced in your life? How can you ensure then? If you do not improve the tolerance of this body. By taking medicine, you will land up in a hospital one day. That is for sure. And the organ damage will happen one after another. You have to ensure that you tolerate the wrongs, the side effects of whatever we are consuming at this point of time. Not only consumption, but the environment also. So if you have more tolerance, you will be saved. Otherwise, there is no chance. Right? Second part, I have told you. Tolerance. That's how your future risk and the tolerance to all the wrongdoings will increase. You will get less damage. Okay. So, metabolism you have to improve. Kumbhak will improve. Tolerance you have to build. That Kumbhak will do. Third thing. What is the greatest weakness in your body which has created all the damage? Do you know it? You actually don't know. What all your diagnostics do is basically measure the symptom that is happening. But why the damage happened inside the body, nobody can actually scan it, diagnose it, do any test of it. The diagnostic system, the current diagnostic system cannot even tell you 1% of the total things that is happening inside the body. So it is insufficient. We have to do some other kind of diagnosis which can tell us the root weakness in the system and work upon it for a faster result. So that is why we do the world's only Prana Shakti diagnosis, which actually diagnoses the weakness in the functional capacity of human body, a particular functional capacity. So we tell you to do a little experiment with your breath, with a little experiment with your body and emotions, and fill up the form. Those results actually help us to come to a conclusion of what functional aspect of your body has become weak, because of which you have got into a particular problem, and then the other problem also came along. That is what we take as a basis to customize your module. We teach you a generic module. All of you will be taught a generic or the same kind of a Kumbhak module, and after diagnosis we'll customize it as per your body. So everybody's Kumbhak module gets customized according to the problem the person is facing, because all of you don't have the same problem, isn't it? You have all different problems, and it has progressed into multiple issues also, but something might have started first. So we do a diagnosis, a different non-invasive world's only Prana Shakti diagnosis, which actually tells us the functional weakness of your body. Right? We don't test ingredients. We don't test levels. We test the functional weakness of your body. And we customize the module according to that, so that you get a faster and a better result. So pressure I talked about is one thing through which you do action. The temperature of your body also has an ability to treat you or and keep you in a better health. That is called as Pitta. Pressure and temperature actually does the material management of your body. So pressure is called as Vata. Pressure also generates or regulates the temperature of your body. So it is called as Pitta, the temperature factor. And the third factor is Kapha, which is basically material management, which happens because of pressure and temperature. So this is Vata, Pitta, Kapha. The most powerful way to correct Vata, Pitta, Kapha is regulating the pressure. You can regulate the pressure by breath hold only. There is no other way. So we control the Vata The Vata is controlled by pressure. The pressure also regulates the Pitta, temperature of your body. So Vata Pitta gets controlled. Vata Pitta together controls the material management, the kapha factor in your body. The regeneration, degeneration thereby gets into balance. Right? So just by two factors, regeneration, degeneration, I've explained how it can be corrected and what are you doing to correct it, what is the right approach, what you are doing, how it is a wrong approach. You can take a proof of evidence of the numbers, the data of people into disease and how much it is increasing day by day. From there you can have the evidence of what I am saying, and you also know it through your own experience. So the experiments that we did, it's all into your experience. So we have to look at the health of humanity from a completely different perspective to actually reverse it, come to a state of health and happiness. Right? I'll stop here.
Thank you so much for listening to Swamiji patiently. Now, I would like to request, uh, just a sec, Kim Kong ma'am to please share her journey of Ashtaang Chikitsa. Kim Kong ma'am,
Yes,
thank you ma'am for joining us today.
you're
It's an
welcome.
earnest request to please start your video.
Okay.
Would you let us know briefly what was your condition before you joined Ashtang Chikitsa program, and what
Okay.
were the
Uh,
doubts in your mind, and what is your condition now once you have completed the course?
okay. When I first came across Avisa, it was like, oh, okay, something new. No harm trying. Because for the last 16 years, I have been trying everything and anything just to get rid of this sciatic and hip misalignment pain. Acupuncture, physio, massages, bone setting, chiros, etc. From not being able to walk to shuffling. The constant pain and running out of breath, where I have to take a rest every few minutes, was getting me depressed. I couldn't walk more than 2 shops. My whole right side was slowly deteriorating. I kept falling on my right side, twisting my ankle, twisting my foot, fractured my kneecap, so much so that my right leg was always swollen and bandaged. But after starting Kriya exercises, that was about 5 over months ago, I started noticing a lot of changes. I have not fallen even once. I can sleep through the night instead of always waking from pain. I now have the energy to walk and do things without panting and feeling tired. In fact, I'm very happy today because I went to the wet market this morning to buy stuff like I used to. Friends and relatives have been telling me that I look much better. My pain and numbness from my back, hip, and all the way down to my toes have now remained at my calf, my foot, and it's less severe now. If
Thank
you
you
ask
so
my,
much.
sorry,
Yes, ma'am. So sorry, you can continue, ma'am.
if you ask my mentor at Avisa, she would tell you that I can't even sit with my legs stretched out in front. And I did my kriyas with my right leg at the funniest of positions. But I want to say that the pain is not completely gone. But I believe that with time and constant practice, I would be able to overcome it. And that this has been a wonderful journey towards recovery.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And it's wonderful to know that you can sleep the entire night. That's so important for our body. Now I would like to request Veena ma'am to please share her journey. Thank you so much, Veena ma'am, for joining us today evening. So, if you could also let us know what was your condition briefly when you joined the program? What were the doubts in your mind? And slowly, how you came out of your symptoms?
So again, as Kim said, I'm still recovering, and I completed last previous batch, which was Australia evening batch. We have just finished 2 weeks ago, and first of all, wanted to offer my gratitude to Swamiji and my mentor Arjit ji, excellent mentor. And actually, I had problems started. My problem started in last September. I had piriformic syndrome, sciatica pain. My meniscus was torn. Initially, was on crutches. Took these steroid injections. It helped me a little bit, but I was still in a lot of pain, a lot of physios, osteopath, and I was frustrated. I was in doubt when I first heard the seminar in January whether I will be able to commit myself for 10 weekends to complete, all Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, because the course is designed in such a way that you have to complete the whole cycle. And I wasn't sure, so I waited. But again in February, my pain was still there, and I decided to complete the course without much expectations. I thought, let's give it a go. And honestly, I was on crutches. Then I started walking a little bit. I couldn't sit on the floor. We all started in our batch doing kriyas sitting on the chair, and Arjitji was so patient. He used to teach us, every step, even sitting on a chair, how you can do it. And I think 2 weeks ago, after completing the course, I could sit on the floor and I was on the moon, like, oh, I can sit on the floor. Like, I was so excited. And I last week checked with my osteopath and with my GP. Initially, when I went, they said, oh, your muscles are gone on holidays. When they are going to come back, I asked, they said, we don't know. And they confirmed that my muscles are getting strength back again. So, yes, the journey had just started. I'm still in not 100% recovered, but I'm going to go with the practices and kriyas which are taught. But it's an amazing journey, and I'm very glad I have done it. Thank you.
Thank you
And
so
and
much, ma'am.
Avisa team is also great. They give you a lot of support. You get videos, audios, all the instructions, and whenever you need help, they are all accessible. So thanks to all of you.
Thank you so much, Veena ma'am. Now I would like to request Suman ma'am to please share her Suman Kondapuram ma'am. Ma'am, if you could please start your video.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Thank you for this opportunity. Namaskar to Swamiji and the Avisa team. I'm 75 years old, and then I was teaching until September last year. I had to give up because I had a lot of problems walking, standing up, and teachers need to stand up for a long time. So this was really creating a problem. So I decided to just give up the job. I wasn't very happy. And I can say that I was a bit depressed after that because I had to give it up due to this. And when I went and checked with the surgeons, they wanted me to go through and get my knee and ankle operated, which I was totally against. I had been diagnosed with osteoarthritis. For the last 30 years, it's chronic. But I resisted going through any operations. And I managed with a lot of other therapies, like magnetic therapy, not osteo, it's a lot of other therapies, which I can't name them right now. But every time I felt that it did some good, it gave me relief, but I was not in charge. I couldn't control it. I had to go to them to get it done. And it doesn't happen every day. So I had to go weekly or maybe twice a month. So I had to wait. They didn't teach me anything which I could take care of. So I wasn't too happy with that. And with this operation looming large, I was just wondering what I could do because I didn't really want to go through anything invasive. So that is the time I came across neuromuscular. I can't spell the whole thing anyway. It has to do with your muscular skeletal problems that you face, which is exactly what I was facing. So I said, why not give it a try? This seems to be the thing that I really need. And at the end of it, when I went to the webinar, I learned from Swamiji that this is something that gives me the tools to look after myself, which is exactly what I wanted. So I just started the course without a second thought and went through all the 9 weeks. I think I started on the 11th of December and went on until the end of January. Perfect timing for me because I had the time. I had retired. I had all the time in the world to do it. And I took care of myself very well. Now, the benefits that I realized that I was really experiencing, one was the calmness that I felt neurologically. I wasn't stressed anymore with anything. That's number one. Secondly, my knee was improving and the pain was less. The right knee and the right ankle were horrible. And my ankle was also getting a bit straightened, which was very surprising. No one ever told me that it was possible to get my ankle straightened. If it has to straighten itself, they wanted me to go through an operation. But this was happening, and I was very, very surprised and totally ecstatic. I can say that it was improving, it was straightening by itself, not completely, but I can see a lot of changes. I can move my feet, I can turn it around, push it back and front. All these things were happening. And the swelling in the ankle, which is an everyday thing, also had lessened. So the mood improved, knee improved, and I used to have severe sciatic pain because of my back. That also improved. There was no sciatic pain anymore because of kamar band that you'll ask me to use. I used it regularly. And one more thing that I noticed was I could never turn on my left side when I was sleeping. And that suddenly happened a month ago, which really was a miracle. It was a miracle because I could never sleep on my left side, and we are always asked to sleep on the left side. So it happened. So a lot of these changes I see have taken place. My breath hold, my breathing, lots and lots of things, which I think I'll take one whole day to tell you, but let's just stop at that. But many advantages I found. And overall health improved so much. Now I can stand without any support. My balance also improved. So what I see is all the positive changes that are taking place is purely because of what I'm doing, what I have been taught, and my mentor, and all the mentors that I met after that have been wonderful. So thank you. And my gratitude to Swamiji, my gratitude to all the mentors who I met, who I happened to see during my course here. They have been wonderful, patient, dedicated. Each and every one brings something new to the experience, which is a wonderful experience. Thank you so much for this opportunity, ma'am. Thank you, Ms.
Thank you so much, Suman ma'am. It's wonderful to see that so many changes have happened and smile has been brought back to you after so many years. So now I'm sure how many of us are waiting to know and are curious to know what Kumbhak is all about? How many? Please write in the chat. Anybody? We got 48 participants. How many of you all, after getting to know about 3 people who had immense benefits, how many of you all are willing to understand or see what Kumbhak is all about? So everybody excited. Thank you so much, Antoniette ma'am. And here I welcome Neena Rai, our senior mentor, to give a demo of what Ashtaang Chikitsa is all about in the short time, just a glimpse so that all of you all can understand exactly what Kumbhak is all about. So without much delay, over to Neena ma'am to give us a demo. Thank you so much.
Namaste, everyone. It's really a joy to be here with all of you and share what this beautiful practice is all about. So, allow me to just share a screen to give you. I know we've had a lot of science from Swamiji, but just before we get started, I would really like to just give you an essence of what is it that we are, talking about. So, the word kumbhak, it actually comes from the word kumbh, which means a pot. And just like the pot has the ability to hold, our lungs and our body and our cells, they all have an intelligence and the ability to hold the breath, to hold the nourishment. And that is exactly what kumbhak is, our ability to hold. And what exactly happens in terms of science? Kumbhak is nothing but that little pause. When you are inhaling, there's a small pause before you start exhaling. And after exhalation, also there is a tiny pause. And this pause is where our body gets into working. So, breath retention causes a brief intermittent hypoxia or low oxygen in the body. And the carbon dioxide builds up, creating an urge to breathe in. And this, what it does is that briefly, the carbon dioxide, the rise in carbon dioxide signals the body to release more oxygen to the tissues and cells. And that is where the magic happens. The oxygen actually reaches where it is needed in the tissues. And carbon dioxide is carried back to the lungs and exhaled. So this is what improves the efficiency, detoxifies the body, energizes the body. The benefits you've heard from our participants, and I've listed some of them, but each of us have our own unique experience with these practices. So when we are doing these practices, like I said, the curiosity is there. What are we going to do? Are we doing some yogasans? What exactly is it doing to the body? So let me just move on to the next image that I have. That Swamiji spoke about Vata. So Vata is the flow in our body. We all agree that there is something which is flowing. The minute we take food, we assume that it flows downwards, right? There's so many other flows. The blood flows in a particular direction. So these flows, so primarily Ayurveda emphasizes on 5 major vayus in our body. There are many smaller vayus also, but we're talking about the 5 main vayus. And this is where I'm, working on we'll be doing the demo based on experiencing these 5 vayus. So the first one on top is the Udana factor, the uplifting factor. Okay, so this is, in spiritual terms, we equate it with higher consciousness. Pranavayu, every time you're inhaling and exhaling, you're activating the pranavayu, the life force. Samanavayu is your digestive energy, the metabolic energy. Apanavayu is that force which allows you to eliminate waste from the body. So apanavayu, and then there is an all-pervading force, the circulation. It is centered at your heart, and from there, the entire body. This is your circulatory system, your lymphatic system, as also your structural integrity. And Kumbhak is the key to mastering them all. So with this, let's not delay and get down to the actual practices. So just a small disclaimer, whatever practices that I'll be showing, and you may practice along with me, they are very powerful and therapeutic in nature, very effective. And hence they have to be practiced only under trained mentor guidance. So each Kriya actually has a specific sequence, how many times they should be done, and then certain balancing practices. So hence it's important that this should be done under mentor guidance. Only thing we need from you, if you're going to practice along, is 1, keep your cameras on. 2, smile. 3, sit comfortably. And if you've just had a meal, then just watch, because full stomach is not the right time to do this practices. So can I have cameras on? Because most of the cameras are closed. Let's just switch on the cameras, switch on our smiles, and then we can get to this demo session. Yeah, some more cameras, please, and some more smiles also. Everyone's really very serious. I know it's a serious topic. Health is a serious topic, but to smile through it all is a choice we have. Yeah, better, so much better. Great. So let's get ready. So the first practice, we mentioned the Udana factor, uplifting energy. So the first practice is all about uplifting. It's called Shanamukhi Kumbha. So Shanamukhi means 6 doorways to your brain. So these are your sensory doorways: 2 eyes, 2 ears, 1 nose, and a mouth. 6 doorways, which are the sensory gateways to your brain. So what we are going to work on is the uplifting aspect. So this practice, Udana Vayu, brings about positivity, emotional upliftment, clarity, confidence, and lightness within. And in today's stressful life, this is something all of us need, don't we? Can I have a thumbs up if you agree with me? You can also give a thumbs down if you don't. I can see a few thumbs up. Great. I'm so glad you all agree with me. Okay. So this practice is very supportive in anxiety, sleeplessness, emotional imbalance, memory issues, mental fatigue, and even conditions like vertigo and tinnitus. It also relaxes and rejuvenates the sensory organs. So first observe carefully, and then we can do one practice. So in this practice, we are going to inhale from mouth with a big opening. Like normally, if you are into swimming, then when you come up for air, you open your mouth wide and inhale fast. This is how you inhale. After inhalations, I want you to close your mouth and bloat your cheeks. So you go like this. And then pinch your nose. So de facto, you are covering the 2 places from where you can inhale and exhale to strengthen your hold, right? So inhale, bloat your cheeks, close your mouth, pinch your nose. And then if you do not have cervical, you may bring your chin down. This is called the chin lock. So just bring your chin down gently. After doing this, the breath that you have held in, I want you to gently create a push upwards. Like you're trying to exhale from the ear, or you're just trying to fill this cranial region with a gentle pressure, activating every single cell in that region. You're directing the energy towards your cranial region. So the Kriya would look like this. Then you're going to lift your chin, open your nose, relax your cheeks, and exhale slowly from your nose. So those who would like to gently practice along, I'm going to give you the instructions and you can just practice this. None of us will become perfect at the first time. This is just a glimpse of these practices, right? But if you're practicing along, do please switch on your cameras so that we can also observe. So the first thing is sit comfortably, relax your body, no strain anywhere in your body, get your smile, close your eyes if you can, and just listen to my instructions and practice along. With your eyes closed and a gentle smile on your face, inhale from mouth full and fast. Close your mouth, bloat your cheeks, pinch your nose, chin gently down. And now create an upward push towards your brain, like you're trying to exhale from your ears or pushing the air towards your brain. Enjoy that gentle pressure created. Now, bring your chin up, leave your nose, relax your cheeks. Exhale slow, soundlessly from your nose, keeping your eyes closed, keeping a smile on your face, and breathe normal. So in our practices, we don't ask you to hold for long. We ask you to have controlled exhalation. So you should never feel breathless, right? This was the first practice. Ready for the second one? So for the second one, I am straight away jumping on to the Samana Vayu, your digestive region. Okay? Now this region near our navel, this has, if you take out your biochart, so much of intestine, your pancreas, your stomach, when you name it, this is nice and packed. So the energy flow, just to encourage the correct flow of the vayus, as we call it, you need to create a little space. And how can you create some space? One is you can exhale the air out. And number two, you can gently bloat your tummy. Okay, so let's do this. As in childhood, we used to normally do that. So just gently pull your tummy out like a balloon and then relax. So this is what we are going to do in our second practice. Let me briefly explain it to you and then we can practice along. And once again, an earnest request, cameras on, please. Right? Let's see. What we have to do here is inhale first, then exhale full. Take out whatever air you can. Just exhale full from your nose. After that, pinch your nose close. Your mouth is closed, nose is closed, and the air is held out. This is an external kumbhak. The first one, we did an internal kumbhak. This is external kumbhak. So with your nose and mouth closed and their air held out, now we have to create a little more space. So what we are going to do is we are going to just gently push your abdomen out and relax. Then again, push it out, relax. And the third time, push it out, relax. Then open your nose and inhale. If you're not able to hold your breath for 3 abdominal bloating, then you can only do 1. Would you like to try this out? So let's begin. Once again, sit comfortable, be relaxed, just your spine straight. Smile on your face. Close your eyes. When you close your eyes, the experience is different. With your eyes closed, now, inhale first from your nose. Then exhale full from your nose. After complete exhalation, pinch your nose, keep your mouth closed also. Spine straight. Now bloat your tummy like a balloon. Gentle, be gentle. Relax. Second time, bloat it. Relax. And the third time, push your abdomen out. Relax. Open your nose. Inhale. And smile and normalize your breath. And then just observe your body. Make sure that your breath has become normal again. And then gently open your eyes to learn what the next practice is all about. So the next one is about metabolic energy. Metabolic energy is what gives us the energy to do the work. It gives us the energy to digest the food. And without this energy, we're always feeling low. So the source of energy in this planet is the sun. And that's why we call this Kriya Surya Shakti Kriya, means getting the strength of the sun within us. So this practice involves a science of breath, and our ancient science of breath called Swara Vigyan. So the two nostrils, the right nostril is equated with the sun's energy, which means it is heating, it is energizing, it gives you the energy to digest, it works on your metabolic factors. The left nostril is your moon. That's got a calming, it's more intuitive, it's more cooling in nature, very nurturing in nature. So right now, when we are looking at good health, we are looking at good energies. So for this, the next practice involves you to close your left nostril, inhale from the right. You can use any fingers. What I am doing is I'm creating a fist, blocking my first 2 fingers down, and then I'm using my thumb and my ring finger, but you can do it whichever way is comfortable. So close your left nostril, inhale full from your right, then hold your breath by closing both nostrils. Now we are going to do the reverse of what we did in the first practice. Now we are going to pull our abdomen in towards the spine. Relax. Again, pull it in. Relax. Again, pull it in. Relax. 3 times. So this is a Surya Shakti Kriya. It's a sequential Kriya. It has 3 steps. We are just doing the first step. Ready? Easy? Shall we practice it? And the exhalation is from your left nostril. So you're inhaling from right, but you're going to exhale from your left nostril. So take a mudra, sit straight, get that smile on your face. Close your left nostril. Inhale full from your right nostril. Hold, spine straight, close both nostrils. Now pull your abdomen in, relax. Pull it in again, relax. And the third time, pull it in, relax. Open your left nostril, exhale slow, soundlessly from the left. After complete exhalation, bring your hands down, keep your eyes closed. Observe the region near your navel, the abdominal region. And then gently open your eyes. So this practice not only increases your digestive fire, gives you energy, but it also helps in the elimination aspect, that is the apana vayu. I mentioned 5 vayus, so we've done the prana, inhalation, exhalation, we've done the udana, uplifting, we've done the samana, digested, and also when you press your abdomen in, you're also de facto strengthening the elimination aspect. Now we are left with the 5th Vayu, Vyana Vayu, and that is what our last practice is all about. So Vyana factor is your circulatory factor. And this is, it is responsible for circulation, the lymphatic drainage, detoxification, coordination, movement, the nerve strengthening, because anything which is distributed all over the body. How we are going to do it, what we are going to do is called the Rudravyana Kumbhak, the basic form of Rudravyana Kumbhak. So for this, I would like you to just gently tense the extremities. That is, make a fist with your hand, both your hands. The fist can have thumb in or thumb out. Keep it on your lap. Shoulder relaxed, spine straight. Now, after this, I also want you to bring your toes together, clench the toes together. If possible, curl them also. Okay? So just clench and curl the toes. These 2 points, tighten them. Then you're going to inhale once, hold your breath and try to tighten your body inwards. That's your calf, your knees, your thighs, the groin region, abdomen, chest, spine top. It's like, tensing inwards, gentle inward tension. Then try to breathe the second time. Try to tighten your body a little more. Third time and tighten your body a little more. After this, just sit still with your breath held in and your entire body alert and slightly tensed inwards. Then slowly exhale from nose and relax. So this is Rudravyana Kumbha. It's 3, inhale, hold, inhale, hold, inhale, hold. No exhalation. Now, you'll notice if the lung power is less, maybe the second time you're not able to inhale. That's okay. Just pretend that you're inhaling and tighten your body a little more, tighten a little more, tighten it a little more. Okay, let's try it out. Make a fist, keep it on your lap. Clench your toes, both the toes tight, spine straight, smile on your face, close your eyes and follow my instruction. Inhale full from nose, hold your breath, tighten your body inwards. Second time, try to inhale a little more, tighten your body a little more. And the third time, inhale a little more and tighten your body even further. Statue. Now don't move. Enjoy the tightness of the body, every single cell participating in the practice. Start exhaling slowly from your nose. And after complete exhalation, very gently start relaxing your body. Keep your eyes closed. Normalize your breath. This brings about complete alertness at every part of your body. So let's do it once more, the last time. Ready, everyone? Inhale full from your nose and tighten your body, your fist and toes. Inhale a little more, tighten your body a little more inwards. Third time, inhale a little more and tense your body completely. Your calf, knee, thighs, groin, abdomen, back. arms. Statue, don't move. Now slowly start exhaling from nose. And after complete exhalation, very gently relax your body. Normalize your breath. Keep your eyes closed and just observe your body. Your body holds within itself the intelligence, the magic to heal you. So it's just, this kumbhak is just rebuilding your relationship with your body, your breath, your energy. Gently open your eyes. And thank you so much for practicing along with me today. I now hand the webinar back to Rachna ji.
Thank you so much, Nina, for the wonderful demo. Now, I would like to request Anilji to share the online program details, as the participants must be waiting after the beautiful Kumbhak session, and I'm sure you'll have got an insight on what Kumbhak is all about. Over to Anilji to please share the program details. Thank you so much, Neeta ma'am. We'll share the video in the WhatsApp group. Don't worry. After the webinar is over.
Thank you, Rachnaji. Just give me a second as I share my screen. And we'll go through this very fast because we are over time today. Just give me a second. All right. So up until now, you've seen what Kumbhak therapy and how it works, and a sample of what Nina ji just demonstrated. But knowing isn't the same as fixing it. जैसे स्वामी जी बोलते हैं, कितना भी ज्ञान आप अर्जित कर लें, ठीक नहीं होंगे, ठीक होंगे कुंभक करने से. So we'll talk about this. The program, how the support is given, how the classes are conducted. We'll talk all about this. Let's talk about Ashtaang Chikitsa online program details. It's a guided program conducted online by trained Kumbhak mentors. Just like you are attending this webinar on the Zoom app, in the same way the classes will be conducted. And as Swamiji has told in the video also, there are 3 modules in the program. The duration of each module is 21 days or 3 weeks. So 3 weeks into 3 modules makes it a 9-week program. But again, you see under duration, it's 9 plus 1. Why 1 week has been added? That also we'll talk about. Overall, there'll be a total of 18 classes, which means 2 live classes per week will be conducted. One is called the main class and the second is called the practice class. What is the difference between the two? We'll talk about that also. What are the next steps? You pay the program fee, and there's a special group fee that we announce in our live webinars. Then you'll be filling up a participant onboarding form so that we can create login credentials to access the recording of the classes. And then you start your classes with module 1. Each module has to be completed. So after completing module 1, you go to the next one and the next one. Each module is, let's talk about the classes in each module. Each module will have 6 classes. And since there are 3 modules, so 6 into 3 makes it 18 classes. But there's one customization class also, which you must be seeing on the slide. We'll talk about this also. So total engagement with us will be of 10 weeks instead of the 9 weeks. What are the class start dates? 23rd May, 6 p.m. AES time. The classes are starting, weekend classes, which means the main class will be on Saturday and the practice class will be on Sunday. What is the class experience like? You must have understood by now that these are live sessions. Mentors watch all the participants. So it will be compulsory to keep your camera switched on during the classes so that if required, the mentors will correct you there and then in the live class only. Then you'll get written instructions, session recordings will be provided, and there'll be a lot of extra things like you'll get mental practices and you'll get a unique diet or food perspective. Mind you, this is not a diet plan. And there are no dietary restrictions while you are doing this therapy. This is the best part about it because when we are strengthening the metabolism, any kind of food you will be able to digest. And then there'll be simple detox processes and a lot of knowledge will be shared during these 9 or 10 weeks. Then let's talk about what all is covered in the program. Weekly 1 main class, the duration is 45 to 60 minutes. Weekly 1 practice class. Again, duration is 45 to 60 minutes. Now, what is the difference between the two? In the main class, the mentors will demonstrate how a Kumbhak practice is to be done. Just like you saw Neena ji demonstrate basic Kumbhak practices, but in these main classes, every main class will have a different formula. By formula, we mean there's a ratio, there's a count till which you to inhale, there's a count till which you to hold, and while holding, where all you'll be focusing, because this is a combination of breath hold and focus points. Then there'll be a count till which you to exhale, and there'll be a count in some of the Kumbhak practices, then you are holding again. So each main class, different formulas will keep on adding to your daily practice. Then, in some of the classes, Swamiji's videos may be played for some extra knowledge, for deepening your knowledge. And in the practice class, it will be complete practice only with your cameras switched on. You'll have access to these recordings for 3 months after the program is over. The program is of 9 weeks, which is about 2.5 months. So 2.5 months plus 3 months. Total 5.5 months. These recordings will be with you. And these will be short videos of each Kumbhak formula. So if you just want to see how a Kumbhak formula was demonstrated or explained, you can just watch the small video, which may take 2 minutes, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes to watch. You don't have to watch the whole 60 minutes of the class recording for that. Then there'll be written instructions, and these instructions you'll be able to download also. And you require, if you feel there's a need, you can even print them. And these will come very handy when you're traveling or when there's no internet, because that time the video may not play that time. So these written instructions will be very useful for you. Then this is the most important part of the support system that we provide: private WhatsApp group to ask your doubts and questions in. Like I told you, there'll be 2 live classes per week. The remaining days of the week, you'll be required to practice on your own. And while practicing on your own, if you have any doubt, any question, this is the place to put them in. Your mentors who conduct the live classes, they are added to these groups also. So they'll be clarifying all your doubts, they'll answer all your questions, and they'll keep guiding you in a step-by-step manner on a daily basis. Once a week, they're off. So 6 days a week, you'll get this support through WhatsApp group. Then after every module, you'll be required to fill a short form, which is a progress tracking or feedback. Through that form, we come to know how much of progress you are making. And if somebody is not making any progress, we try to find out the reason. We try to find out if you're doing the practices as per the formulas or not. We try to find out if you're practicing on a daily basis or not. Through this, we are able to do that. Then therapy customization for each participant in the 10th week. Swami just briefly explained about this in his video also. After, since it's a program of 9 weeks, the customization happens in the 10th week. Now, a question arises: why customization is done in the end? Shouldn't it be given in the beginning only? Because the diagnosis, the Pran Shakti diagnosis, is done in the first 10 days of enrolling in the program, but it's used in the 10th week. Now, why is that? There's a reason behind it. These customized practices are really powerful. And if given in the first week only, your body will not be able to bear the impact of these powerful practices. So, in these 9 weeks, your organ strength, because we are talking about neuro musculoskeletal problems. When we're talking about these problems, it means there's organ weakness is there. So in these 9 weeks, the organ strength is brought to a level so that when you get these practices, these customized practices, your body will not come under any kind of a problem. And after that, the recovery, you'll be able to observe faster recovery, because this is directed at the root cause, the weak functional strength in the body. Then apart from that, you also get specially recorded audio instructions. It saves a lot of time, because compared to a video, in a video you have to watch first and then do. But here you just play it on your device and keep practicing along with the instructions being given by the mentor. Now, for most people, Kumbhak is something new, and although it is as old as Ayurveda itself, which is thousands of years of old. Uh, So if you want to see some Google reviews, you can go to Google, type Avisa healing, and you'll be able to see more than 300 Google reviews, and just notice the average star rating 4.8, which is considered very high. Just have a look, see what people are experiencing, what benefits they're getting. If you're interested in watching videos, you can go to YouTube channel. We have a YouTube channel by the name of Avisa Healing and Fitness. Under the playlist, if you click on Ashtaang Chikitsa testimonials, you'll be able to see more than 584 testimonials. And for your information, only 10% of the people give testimonials, which means thousands and thousands of successful cases are there. Go see, just type the disease that you're looking for, a testimonial about. So you'll be, high chances are there, you'll be able to find one. What's the course fees? A lot of people wait for this part. Before that, I'll just like to tell you that there are two options to take up this program: one-on-one personal classes, and option two is group classes. I'll talk about the one-on-one first. One-on-one, there'll be one instructor dedicated for one participant. The fee, obviously, the fee is higher for this. The fee is Indian rupees 60,000. 30,000 can be paid before starting, 30,000 after a month. Group classes, the fee is 21,000. The normal fee is that, but like I told you that we announce a special fee during our live webinars. What is that? Just INR 15,000. It's been made so affordable that most of the people will be able to take advantage of this. Uh, if you convert it into Australian dollar, it's 219. If, pound, it is 117. US dollars 156. Extremely affordable. And if you pay the fee for the online or one-on-one classes, this is at INR 50,000. Instead of the 60,000, it's 50,000. Now, I'll just recap what all you get in the program. Pran Shakti, diagnosis for root cause determination. This is the magic of the therapy. Weekly one main class, weekly one practice class, access to recordings for 3 months after the program is over, videos of all kriyas, all formulas, written instructions, private WhatsApp group, individual participant progress tracking, therapy customization, audio instructions, all laid out for you. How to enroll? Simple 5-step process is there. You just pay the program fee and then post the payment receipt in the WhatsApp group. The same WhatsApp group where you got the link to attend this webinar. Then you'll be given a participant onboarding form and a class group join link. Neha or Jhansi from our team, they'll be sending you these two links on your private, on your personal chat. And then step 5 is to start attending classes. Simple 5-step. Then all these are the payment methods. Since most of you are from India, so you may be having a Indian account also. You can pay through that, through GPay, Paytm, whatever. And if you are paying through international banks, you can use a credit card, PayPal account, or a site called wise.com. And this is the world-class support team which will make sure that you are able to do this program successfully and get great results with this. We have Rachna Shimabutra in the team. She's the program director and the host of this webinar. Shalini Bhagwati is the class manager. Neha and Jhansi, they are in charge of enrollments. Manager IT, Ashwini. Then we have team of mentors, Ranjana, Soni, Aruna, Nina. You just met Nina. You just watched her demo. Meera, Sushma, Manvi, Anjali, Ganga, Arijit. In technical, we have Sheetal. Sheetal is the person who will help you out if you face any issue with technology. If your videos are not playing, if you're not able to log in. So she's the person for that, contact person for that. In personal support, we have Anita. Anita calls each and every participant on WhatsApp to find out how your program is going on. If somebody is facing any problems, she gives a very fast solution because she is directly talking to you on the phone. And then we do a lot of collaboration with other allopathic doctors, healers, therapists who want to add kumbhak to the treatment that they are already giving to the patients. So for that, you can talk to Anil Chauhan, that's me. You can talk to me tomorrow, day after, whenever you feel like. And now here are two super bonuses for fast action takers. Game time now. If you enroll by 12 midnight tomorrow, 17th May, you'll be able to unlock two amazing bonuses. Now, what's that? Bonus one. You get 12 months of access to class recordings. Instead of the 3 months, you get the access for 12 months. And the second one is really awesome. You also get 12 months of live Zoom consultation. Now, what do 12 months of live Zoom consultations mean? It means you get 48 live Zoom support sessions. Now, this we are talking about when the program is over after 10 weeks, which means every week you will be able to log in face to face with a mentor and get guidance. It means ongoing mentorship and accountability for full 12 months after the program ends. It means you'll get expert guidance, answers, and clarity week after week, week after week. Uh, we call it a no-brainer offer because if you calculate in terms of finance, the bonuses that you are being offered is 16,800 Indian rupees plus 2,000 for access to recordings for 12 months. So it is about the same as the course fee. So effectively, you are slicing the fee into half. All these I've talked about. You can enroll now and put an end to years of pain and suffering. Uh, you heard Suman ma'am share her experience for years. And we have so many people, so many participants suffering for 20 years, 15 years, so many years they've been suffering. But now they have a method to deal it with the pains and suffering. And escape the side effects of allopathic medicine. No medicines are used in this. So, and the most important part, you can empower your body so that it can heal itself without medicine. That's the most important part because, and Kumbha gives you that method to empower your body without use of any kind of medicine. And with this, I come to the end of my part of the presentation. Thank you and namaskar. I hand over the webinar back to Rachna.
Thank you so much, Anandji, for sharing the program details. So now Swamiji will be joining in just a while. We'll open up the chat so that we can take up the questions, and all the participants who are willing to ask questions can either raise their hands or write in the chat.
Okay, there's a question by John Zamora. How much is the fee in Australian dollars? It's 219 Australian dollars.
Om sir, if we missed class, how we can practice? So as Anilji said, the videos and the PDF will be given to you and you can practice with that. And we also have a closed WhatsApp group for the class group. So the mentors are there and the other admin people. So you can ask your questions if there are any doubts. That's open from Monday to Saturday. What if I can't do the course for a week if I'm traveling? The same answer that you have the recordings and the PDF, you can practice with that. And any questions, you can definitely put it in the WhatsApp group. If required, our mentors will also give you a call if you're not able to understand something. I had coronary bypass 3 years ago. Can someone with no particular problems also join? Definitely, Vivek sir. In fact, this is also a preventive for any kind of future problems which we cannot predict, which can happen anytime, any day. So definitely this works as a preventive as well. Does your course work for chronic depression? Definitely, Vijay sir. It works for chronic depression as well because the mental and the physical is connected. And after doing the practices, our participants have come up with the fact that the happiness quotient has improved and the depression has also subsided. What if I'm doing one-on-one course and I miss a week? So, in one-on-one course, if you are missing a week, we can adjust for 1 week. That's not a problem, but not too many weeks, because the flow gets disturbed and then it becomes a little, problematic to continue. So I wouldn't say problematic. That would be the wrong word. The thing is, if we lose the flow, then the entire, when it's one participant and one mentor, so it's very important to keep the flow. So if you miss a week, that's fine. You can we can arrange another session if you miss that week, no problem. I don't have movement problems, but other problems. I believe this will be useful for me for a one-on-one program. If I pay before midnight tomorrow, how much do I pay? Okay. So, Vivek sir, we are sharing everything on the chat and as well as in the WhatsApp group. So, Neha will be sharing today after the webinar. So, you can check from there. Who should not join or do this course from medical condition perspective? That's a good question. So, this is basically from medical condition perspective also, because we are not going by the allopathic way of labeling diseases. Anybody who is breathing can do the course. So there is nobody who should not join the course. Everybody can do the course. Yes, now maybe some people are able to hold the breath for, say, 4 counts. Some people are able to hold till 12 counts. That is the only difference. Reason being, depending on the lung capacity, depending on a lot of other factors, this would be the only difference. Otherwise, everybody can join these classes.
16 years and
Will
above
the
can join. Yeah.
Yeah, 16 years and above. Thank you, Anilji, for correcting. And we've just shared the main class and the practice class dates. So somebody had asked, we'll be away for 5 weeks. When is the next session commencing? Ian, ma'am, you can be there in the WhatsApp group and you'll be intimidated about the next sessions. As regards my bypass and lobectomy, what did you say? Can I do kumbhak? See, Jayant and Uma ma'am, the thing is, whenever you're doing kumbhak, we tell the participants not to force the body. For example, if you are able to hold for 2 counts, please do that. Do not force the body. The body is going to automatically tell you that yes, I can hold for a longer time as you practice. So there is no problem. You can do the kumbhak even if you've had a bypass and a lobectomy, as far as you have not, forced the body. Just that there should
Rachnaji,
not be any surgical cuts.
Swamiji has joined
Yes.
in.
Okay. Okay. Namaste, Swamiji. Good evening. Okay, so I'll take this question up again. Jayant and Uma ma'am, as regards my bypass and lobectomy, what did you say? Can I do the kumbhak?
So, the thing is, why bypass has happened? The reason being your kumbha capacity was less. That is why bypass has happened. Now, if you term or if you understand a heart problem from a little different perspective, then it's low holding capacity of your breath is a heart problem. Why? Because the moment you make effort, you get into breathlessness. So your effort making capacity is less. And how do you make effort? By holding your breath. So what is weak? The breath hold capacity is weak. You can come out of your heart problem by doing kumbhak, and there is no other way. Now, any kind of surgery, if there is no oozing scar or if it is not oozing out. Anybody can do Kumbhak. After a surgery, in fact, Kumbhak helps to rehabilitate back to the original state of health. So, of course, you can do, but the thing is, we have designed this course for neuro musculoskeletal issues. If you have other problems, you can put your number down, and we'll see what aspect of your body needs to be addressed first, and then we can send you to the right program, or we can then advise you to join this program.
Anybody with their questions can raise their hands as well. Om sir, I have disc bulge L5 S1 can help this program.
In fact, why disc bulge has happened? There are two basically spinal bones. In between those bones is disc. When those bones or the strength of the whole spine is not proper, depending upon the nature of your body, either the bulge will happen on the upper part of the spine, middle, or the lower part of the spine. So the spinal strength is not okay. In a very simple sense, the spinal strength is not okay. Now, how you can create spinal strength? How can you create spinal strength? Basically, there are two different forces acting on spine. In a very simple manner, if you try to understand it, now if you take stones, flat stones, 33 stones, and drill a little hole in every stone, and put a rope in between, the more there is an upward stretch and a downward pull, the more all the stones will be aligned. So there are basically two forces which is there in your body, which is keeping the spine erect and keeping the gap right. One is an upward force, this is called as Udana Shakti, and a downward pull, which is a Apana Shakti. When these two forces are proper in the body, the spine is aligned, the disc is properly placed, and that is why you see while doing physiotherapy, a traction is also used, but then the force is applied from outside. In a traction, the force is applied from outside. It will not improve your body's internal strength to keep it right. Maybe you'll get a little help. Surgery is not a solution, it's not a treatment to this problem. Because one disc is fixed, the other disc will get into problem. Unless and until these two forces are improved in your body, there is no solution as such, permanent solution for disc bulge. So this program is designed to improve those Udana Shakti and Apana Shakti. Right, we also give you methods where natural traction happens in the spine. So Marma Vinyasa is a process where it's a complete process on its own, where the spine gets the traction, the spine gets the twist and the necessary strength for its health, for its overall strength and health. So obviously you'll have to work upon yourself, you have to improve those factors which cannot be done otherwise. Like through medicine, you don't improve any strength of your body. In fact, medicine has caused weakening of strength for the whole humanity. Every kind of strength of human body is going down. Even the immunity, the regenerative strength, the rejuvenative strength, the metabolic strength, the detox strength, every kind of strength is going down because we are incessantly using chemicals on our body for which our body is not designed. You cannot improve strength by any food. Food doesn't give you strength, food gives you certain energy. And that amount of energy also depends upon the strength of your body. As you age up, the strength of the body goes down. From 50 years to 80 years, the strength of body goes down drastically. Right? Food doesn't give you strength. Food gives you certain energy, which also depends upon the strength of the body. Kumbhak is the method through which you can regain the lost strength, you can regain the lost factors, vital factors of rejuvenation, regeneration, and other aspects of your body. So, Kumbhak in that sense becomes very, very important if you really want to create health in the world. The current perspective and the dispensation of disease treatment hasn't given any result in the last 100 years. Not even a single diabetic, not even a single arthritic person, not even a single blood pressure, heart disease patient has come out of the problem by consumption of medicine. Kumbhak needs to be incorporated in our lifestyle if we want to protect ourselves or keep our health intact as we age, and we want to prevent from getting into any disease. So Kumbhak becomes very, very essential at this point of time.
Is my spinal health slowly degenerating because of my morning stiffness and then eventually through the day get back my flexibility?
So it is not your morning stiffness. Why the morning stiffness happens? The heat aspect of your body, the thermal ecosystem of your body is weak. The thermal ecosystem of your body is weak. So we can also cause it. We can also call it kapha vata dosha. In Ayurveda, it is called as kapha vata dosha. But then degeneration always happens when you are not able to utilize the food you are consuming. That is called as metabolic strength. See, just 3 generations back, your ancestors were able to utilize 70%, up to 70% of food that they used to consume. At this point of time, the humanity is utilizing 30 to 40% of the food they are consuming. The body's strength of utilization of food is called as metabolic strength, which has gone weak in the last 100 years. Drastically, it has gone weak. So all the chronic disease, if we put all disease as total 100, 80% of those total disease are chronic in nature. They are lifestyle disorders, they are non-infectious disease. And all the chronic diseases are increasing in the world, day by day, year by year. And all the chronic disease has an association with the metabolic strength of your body. They are associated with metabolic weakness, diabetes, blood pressure, heart disease, cancer, thyroid, arthritis, rheumatoid, you name any, asthma, allergies. They have some correlation with the metabolic strength of your body. So improving the metabolic strength is very, very essential if you really want to reverse any chronic disease or you want to come out of your symptoms of those disease. The metabolic strength needs to be improved. The second factor, which you will hear in the next 5 years, your doctors will be saying it, the online ecosystem will be naming it, and that is mitochondria weakness. Mitochondria is an organelle which is the powerhouse of your cells and tissues. You can read about mitochondria on Google, online you can read about it. So the mitochondria health is drastically decreasing of the whole humanity. Now we did the world's first scientific experiment to correlate Kumbhak with mitochondria health. And what we found was within 4 weeks of doing Kumbhak, mitochondria health improves drastically. It cannot happen by any medicine or food. And that is why I'm saying it is very, very essential. If you want to improve your life, if you want to empower your body, Kumbhak plays a very, very critical role at this point of time. So your morning stiffness is due to the weak thermal ecosystem. How the body manages temperature. The temperature is also required for the digestion of food. So the metabolism is weak, but primarily the heat or the thermal ecosystem is weak. How can you correct it? How can you correct it? It can be corrected by any medicine or food. So if you improve the pressure ecosystem of your body, your thermal ecosystem will correct by itself. How do you improve the pressure ecosystem of your body? By creating a certain pressure in a particular way, in a particular formula, in a particular ratio. If you do Kumbha, you are correcting the pressure ecosystem of your body, thereby improving the thermal ecosystem. And we have found that Kumbhak has a direct correlation to your metabolic health. And that is why the moment you start Kumbhak, within a week, you feel very high on energy. You feel your digestion has improved. Your body will start utilizing more food. You'll feel more hungry and you'll start enjoying your food. These things are pretty common if you start doing Kumbhak. So, in that sense, Kumbhak becomes very, very essential at this point of time.
Okay, next question is from Ria. Is my spinal health slowly degenerating because of my morning stiffness and then eventually through the day?
I answered that just now.
I'm so sorry. Vivek Apte, which ancient Indian text, Upanishad Veda, deals with the Kumbhak science?
See, Kumbhak is essentially a very dynamic mechanism of human body or any living being. See, nature also does Kumbhak. Kumbhak, if you compare, if you describe Kumbhak as a pressure managing system, then you see how rain happens in nature only when cloud moves from a higher pressure zone to a lower pressure zone. So a pressure gradient creates dynamism in nature. Even water and minerals move up a tree in a pressure gradient from high pressure to low pressure. So nature also does Kumbhak. Without Kumbhak, no dynamic activity can happen in the universe. In the Kumbhak factor is also called as Shiva Tattva. In our system, Shiva Tattva is basically Kumbhak factor. We call it, there are two aspects of it, Sahita and Kaivalya. Kaivalya Kumbhak, in Indian system we call it Sadashiva. Sahit Kumbhak can be done by a normal human being or any life form. It is called as Sahita Kumbhak or Shiva Tattva. Now Upanishad and Vedas, they have knowledge system depending upon what goal you want to achieve. So we have categorized basically two goals of life. One is experiencing life to its fullest, and when you are done with it, you would want to be free of the cycles of life or process of life. The other part is called as yoga. One part is sansara, we call it living a full life. The other part is called as yoga, when you want to come out of life or come out of the process of life. Now this part also incorporates something called as Ayurveda, the science of life. Ayurveda is the science of life. Unfortunately, only 8% of Ayurveda is left. 92% is lost. The science of establishing life is Ayurveda, and the primary factor of establishing life is Kumbhak. Now Kumbhak is also mentioned in yoga text, yoga kalachara. But the destination, the goal is different. It is samadhi, mukti, moksha, enlightenment, self-realization, nirvana, kaivalya, all synonym. All synonym. When you want to come out of the process of life, that path is called as yoga. We are not teaching you yoga. You need to be very clear. We are not teaching you yoga. We don't want mukti for you. We don't want we don't want to get you into enlightened stage or free stage or a dead person. So we are doing kumbhak which pertains, which is associated with Ayurveda, establishing life. So the whole design is different. This part has been lost in Indian culture. 92% of Ayurveda is lost. So the kumbhak which pertains to Ayurveda is lost. But there are certain mentions. There is a Shastra mention in where Parvati and Mahadev, they are talking to each other, and Parvati asks Mahadev, Kim Balam Sarva Balam, and she is talking about Bala. Bala means something which can move things. So she is talking about the fundamental factor of dynamism. So she asks Mahadeva what, and you can translate vaguely into strength. Bala is not strength exactly, but can be roughly translated to strength. So she is asking, what is the strength of the whole living universe? Kim balam sarva balam. And Mahadeva answers, Kumbhak balam sarva balam. Kumbhak is the fundamental strength factor through which everything lives. So Kumbhak is primary to life. We need to revive it because, as I said, at this point of time, if we don't revive Kumbhak, the whole humanity, the genome of the whole humanity is getting weaker and weaker. Kumbhak is the only thing which can correct your genes, genetics, which can empower it, which can empower your system, which can empower the functioning of organ within the body. So Mahadeva has given me this task to re-establish Kumbhak for the empowerment of the whole humanity. Otherwise, the whole humanity will collapse. So before it collapses, we need to open our eyes. Only your body can treat itself. There is no one who can treat you. Not even God can treat you. Let me be very clear. God even can't treat you. Medicine in the last 100 years, medicine has not treated even a single person. I'm not talking about infection. I'm talking about NID, non-infectious disease, chronic disease. Not even a single person has come out of even a single chronic disease in the last 100 years. We don't have proof of that. Unless until we look at disease from a different perspective, we'll not be able to stop progression of chronic disease in the whole world. Right? So our Shastras are very complex things. The translation for most of the Shastras is being done in a wrong manner because English or English language, Greco-Roman language do not have a right translation or words which can translate the Sanskrit language. Sanskrit is designed to describe even the subtlest aspect of life, which Greco-Roman word do not have that kind of a vocabulary. So we are translating our Shastras wrong. That also we need to keep in mind.
Anybody else from the participants who would like to ask their question? Since there are no questions on the chat. We are waiting for your questions. Please do not shy down to ask your questions. It's very important to know about your health and Swamiji, who is going to give you the correct way of coming out of your disease.
I'm a
Listen,
90. Hello, I am a 91-year-old person and suffering from my right knee problem. The left knee had to be operated about 10 years ago, but now the right knee is giving me problem. Otherwise, I am basically quite healthy. Of course, my kidney function is about 40%. So, will this program be suitable to me?
See, the first thing that we can understand, if one part of body is into some kind of degeneration more than the other part of body, when the right knee had a degeneration more than the left knee, it means that your body is not aligned. The right and left side of the body is not aligned. It's a pretty common sense. And you take your vehicle in a rough terrain and you come back. What do? Wheel alignment. But the way we are using our body, we are not doing any kind of an alignment. So, two kinds of alignment or three kinds of alignment are necessary, which we teach in the program itself. The alignment of your skeletal system, the alignment of your digestive system, and the alignment of your respiratory system. If you don't align your respiratory system, which actually is denoted by the middle of chest, you need to align the middle of chest. You need to align the navel, and you need to align the skeletal system. These are the three alignments that you need to do, which we are not doing as such, and we don't even recognize that these kind of alignments are necessary. In Indian system, it was there till the last decade, and we have lost it almost completely. Again, we are trying to revive it, but we have lost it completely because of the current system of treatment which is there. So, one thing, alignment, which is necessary. The second part of degeneration is your regeneration. See, it comes down with age also, but it can be maintained. The regeneration in the body comes down with age, but it can be maintained. You can maintain your regenerative strength till the life is there on this planet. So, it is also called as metabolic strength. Metabolic strength, in a very simplistic manner, is associated with the amount of effort, the effort making ability of your body. So, effort always is done through holding the breath or kumbhak. Thereby, if you do kumbhak, or if I give you a little formula for metabolic strength, if you can inhale for a certain period of count, say 5 seconds, and if you are able to hold it for 20-25 seconds without any difficulty, then your metabolism is okay. But we lose this factor as we age. But if you practice it, if you practice kumbhak, it can be maintained. You can maintain your metabolism and thereby regeneration in the body. The more regeneration happens, the better your problem will be, because it is a degenerative disease. A particular area in your knee has been degenerated, the cartilages has been degenerated. Keeping the metabolism good, in a good health, is very, very important in this. So, alignment, improving the regeneration, and let me directly give you an example of, in a very simplistic common sense, you can understand the amount of lift you can do through your hand. Suppose you are trying to lift a dumbbell. The weight that you can lift depends upon the strength of your elbow joint. Now, you also hold your breath while lifting a weight. So, your breath hold is directly associated with the strength of your joint. your breath hold is directly proportional to the strength of your joint. So if you want to improve the strength of your joint, you need to improve the breath hold capacity. So as you improve the breath hold, the moment you start doing Kumbhak, you will feel more strength in the joints. That is something which becomes very, very essential, isn't it? You have to improve the strength of your joints. Now, how do you do it? By improving the breath hold factor. And that will also improve the regenerative factor or regenerative strength of your body. It will also improve the overall functioning of your body. At an old age, it is even more important to remain independent, because if you become dependent on somebody, then you will see different color of those people, isn't it? So till you live, you need to be independent, and Kumbhak can do that. Your body, if it is in a right state, will keep you independent. Otherwise, see, by if you are more than 90 and still simple joint issues, then you have done well in your life. You have done good in your life, in fact. So just a little Kumbhak, and you'll see, even at this age, you will feel much more younger. 2 years of Kumbhak can reverse 10 years of your age. And if you are a very ardent and a regular practitioner, even 1 year of Kumbhak can actually reverse 10-year age.
Okay. I think
Hi.
Sandesh, sir.
Namaskar, Guruji.
Namaskar, namaskar.
It's Kuldeep here from Melbourne.
Hanji Kuldeep.
It's happened with me like I'm feeling really anxiety all the time and depression and some anxiety attack. Like you're sitting somewhere and there's like something anxiety come and make a pressure on the brain and feel tired every day, like in morning to evening and sleepy.
What's
I
your
don't know
age?
what's happening. Sorry.
What's your age? How old?
46.
46. You are young. You are not. So at this age, if you're feeling anxiety, that means there is
Is
something wrong.
some kind of fear inside, like
Yes, yes, I can
I'm
understand. This is called as adrenal overactivity. And I see through in the last 5 to 6 years, I've seen more and more people getting into this situation of anxiety. Now, why this is happening? Because there is something called as adrenal gland in your body. Above your kidneys, there are two glands. Basically, these are emergency switch of your body. Whenever there is a risk in the body, they get on. The moment they get on, they release certain hormones or biochemicals which increases the heart rate, which infuses a little more sugar in the body. Now, why would these two glands get on, or they switch on? Why would they switch on? There are few things we can understand. If you put something risky in your body, the body will feel that there is something wrong, which has got in, and it has to survive, and thereby it switches on the emergency button. Now, why that would happen? Because your body is designed. You would not put diesel into a petrol vehicle. In a petrol vehicle, you will never put diesel. So your body was not designed for consumption of chemicals, but we are incessantly putting chemicals inside the body. If your tolerance is not good, the body will get into anxiety very frequently. If you are able to tolerate something wrong, either inside or outside, the body will not get into anxiety very easily. But if the tolerance level is weak, the body will get into an anxious situation. Now, slowly the tolerance of whole human beings are getting down pretty fast. It is getting down pretty fast. See, the old person has lived beyond 90 without much difficulty. But a young person in 40s is getting anxiety. I've seen kids, more and more kids getting into this situation. So, adrenal overactivity or adrenal fatigue is what the current generation, the new generation is suffering from. One thing. So, what needs to be done? The tolerance factor needs to be improved. See, you are consuming chemicals, you are consuming food which is hybrid, inorganic, processed, genetically modified. Your environment has been changed in the last 200 years to such an extent that our body doesn't recognize the new environment. Our body doesn't recognize the new kind of food we are consuming. So, day by day, our body is just intriguing which earth we have got it into. This is not the same kind of earth for which our body was designed. So, more and more problems. But if your tolerance is more, you can still live better than people who have less tolerance. What is tolerance level? What is tolerance? So let's understand tolerance of this body. If you lift a weight, say 20 kg, if you lift 20 kg weight, how will the body tolerate that weight? You will always do it by holding your breath, isn't it? For lifting weight, you will hold your breath. So holding the breath is the tolerance of your body. Now, this breath hold factor has decreased drastically in the last 3 generations. So, one thing that we have lost over just three generations is breath hold capacity. If you improve the breath hold capacity, your tolerance will improve, and thereby you will be able to survive better in this deviated ecosystem. One factor. So tolerance is something that needs to improve in an emergency way. You need to start practicing Kumbha. One, we have many people who have this anxiety issues, and they have been taking, or they had been taking medicine for it. But over the time, the dosage of medicine and the number of medicine increased in their life, the quality of life didn't get better. So they started doing Kumbhak, and now they are free of medicine, free of anxiety, free of fear factor, free of palpitation, free of, and they are full of confidence at this point of time. So there are many people who have come out of their anxiety just by doing Kumbhak. See, I can explain it in from a different perspective also, but then we don't want to make it into a university class. See, however you gain knowledge, it will not mean that you have gained health. Only by practicing Kumbhak, even if you don't know about it, if you don't know about all the ways and means of your body, if you practice Kumbhak, you will be able to come out of your problem. So, anxiety can easily be overcome, and you can completely come out of anxiety. Just improve the tolerance, do Kumbhak, and see your life will change.
Okay, we've got one question which I think I've missed from my end, Sandesh sir. Sandesh sir, would you like to ask directly, or would you want me to repeat the question?
Okay, I can ask. Namaskar, Swamiji.
Sure.
Actually, I'm having issue with my actually the back pain. The back pain has, like I had issue with my leg pain as well on the left side. It's there from last 10 years, but it has aggravated very badly in last 4 months. Unfortunately, I'm not even able to walk more than 10 minutes right now. It's the nerve compression which has happened on the L5S1. So is it reversible? That's one question. And second thing I would like to add here is I have a lot of problem with my bloating, too much of bloating. Does that or is that a reason of, having that pressure constantly on the disc which has caused this? And how I should does Kumbhak will help to reverse this whole problem?
Can I request you to put on your camera? Can I see you? Is it possible?
Yes, sir. Let me switch on my camera.
Yes. Okay. So, your body type, I'll tell you what kind of body type you have. It is a Vata type body. Vata body. Vata Kapha body. Now, what does it mean? It means that any kind of function in your body is not very smooth, it is fluctuating.
Yeah.
Also, you can also experience it in your mind. It's a jumping mind,
True.
right?
That's true.
It's a Vata body. Now, Vata impacts the lower part of your body. If something wrong happens with your body, the lower part of the body will take the brunt first. The second aspect of your body is Vata Kapha. Vata Kapha. Kapha means the digestive factor. So your digestive factor is also fluctuating. So digestion is not proper.
That is true.
So that is why if your digestion is not proper, bloating is what will happen. Right? Now, digestion is not proper, that means any kind of a regeneration in your body will be a little weak. Any kind of regeneration will be weak. Now, Vata when it's aggravates, Vata aggravates with action, more thinking, more looking around, more activity. If you do any activity without your control, every activity should be in your control, only then it will stay okay. Otherwise, it will just fluctuate. So, Vata fluctuation and degeneration. These are the two. If it combines together in a longer run, it will cause degeneration of the lower part of the body, lower part of the spine, or any lower part of anything. So, degeneration has caused the lumbar issue. Lumbar issue is due to degeneration and the Vata factor. Now, pain basically means that if something is not able to go from point A to point B, if it doesn't move easily from point A to point B, pain will happen in between. Right? So Vata doesn't allow things to move easily. The lower part of the spine is impacted and thereby pain happens in the lower part of the spine. So I've given you the whole mechanics of how and why this is happening. In a different way, if you try to understand in a practical way where you can actually work upon it, the pressure ecosystem of your body is fluctuating.
Absolutely, sir.
Now, if you hold your breath, what you will be doing and improve the breath hold factor, I'm explaining it in a very simplistic manner. Breath hold is not Kumbhak. Breath hold is one aspect of Kumbhak. You are holding your memory also, you are holding there are 8 kinds of memory you are holding, genetic memory also you are holding. So that is also Kumbhak. Your body or your life is doing Kumbhak. Now, breath hold is something By holding your breath, you can actually stabilize the pressure fluctuation of your body. And practicing Kumbhak, you will also see the pain factor of your body comes down drastically just by doing Kumbhak. Pain factor of your body comes down very drastically. So please do Kumbhak, incorporate Kumbhak in your daily life, and you'll see whatever difficulty which was supposed to happen in future, you will be able to stop it, arrest it, protect yourself from it.
Sure, sir. Definitely.
Uh,
But is it reversible? That nerve compression will go away? Is it possible to?
100% reversible.
That's the
100%.
only hope. That's the only hope I have now, Swamiji. Because the pain has started going in the upper back as well. It's coming to my
It will
hands as
go.
well.
See,
It's
the
like it's
regeneration,
going everywhere.
if the spinal strain, the lower part of the spine, if it doesn't get strengthened or regeneration doesn't happen there, it will spread across the body.
Thank
So
you,
the
Swamiji.
Kumbhak will help you come out of it, recover yourself completely, reverse it completely, and stop the progressive aspect of this difficulty.
Please. Thank you. Thank you so much, Swamiji.
Somebody Google Pixel, can endometriosis be treated?
Endometriosis can be treated through Kumbhak. We have examples of people who had endometriosis, and just by doing Kumbhak, their endometriosis became okay. But there is a different program for it. If you have different other problems, you can put down your number. Somebody will get in touch with you, discuss about the variety of program you are suffering from, and then we can direct you to the right kind of a module or the Kumbhak program.
Okay. Thank you.
Anybody else who would like to ask their question can please do so.
Yes. Hello, Swamiji. I just
Hello.
want to ask you several questions. Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Yes,
can
sir,
hear.
we can hear you completely.
Yeah. The first question is for my daughter. She's 43 years old and she has type 1 diabetes. Is it possible for this to be reversed?
See, we have many type 1, we run a diabetes program, a different program for diabetes itself, and there are many people who are into type 1 diabetes. There are some who has come out of it completely. There are some whose insulin intake has gone down and their symptoms have become better. So yes, there is a separate program for diabetes, but as I said, if there is another issue apart from neuromusculoskeletal, you can put down your number and it can be discussed. There are many different programs we run. Even
Okay,
a cancer program we run.
so in
Even
your
cancer.
programs, you have reversed type 1 diabetes.
Yes, yes.
All right. And would she have to come to India for this, or?
No. It's all online programs. You can run it from anywhere in the globe.
All right. I'm 72 years old, and I have various issues as well. I've been, I have a heart failure issue. My heart is pumping.
Less.
I'm on the amber at the moment. My cardiologist told me, so he wants to see me again. Also, I have had a severe sciatica, which is actually improving. My cousin lives in Delhi, and he sent me some type of Ayurvedic medicine, and this actually helped me. Some sort of powder, but it's not completely gone. But it was very, very severe, so that severity has come down. Also, I have a problem with my foot. I'm having a lot of water retention, and I don't want to take these water tablets, thalidomide and tablets like this, because they make you urinate all day long.
Yeah.
So is there any solution for this?
Yes, yes, this program is the program for all those problems.
Uh-huh.
First of all, the sciatica problem that you are facing, if you do this program by doing Kumbhak, or there are certain marma points in your body.
Yes. Yeah, Murma, I remember I used to watch,
So,
what was his name? Doctor, he died some years ago, Dr. Della. He used to teach Murmas as well.
so
Forgotten his name
we,
now.
we also teach marma in a different manner through Kumbhak.
Yes.
So we teach you a complete module of marma called Anganyasa,
Mm-hmm.
and we make you do certain body movements by doing a certain breath hold,
Mm-hmm.
uh, through which you will see, and Kumbhak practice is something through which you see your water retention will go away completely. Without any medicine, you will be able to, your body will
Okay.
be able to handle.
I'll give you my telephone number, and where should I actually put this telephone number? Mute, stop video.
There is a chat box. There is a chat box
Oh,
in
chat box. Yes, yes.
there. You
Yeah,
can put your number.
yeah, and I'll speak to somebody. So
Yes,
that's
yes.
good. That's good. You know, I'd really like to help my daughter because her husband has left her, and you know, she has a 6-year-old daughter she's looking after, and it's not very good. And also, you have the problems I'm facing as well. You know, last night I'm having anxiety as well. I never used to have anxiety, but last night I slept 2 hours. 2 hours. You know, I got up at
This anxiety will also go away if you practice Kumbhak. This anxiety will also go away.
all right. I'll give you my telephone number, and if you can call me, I can talk, or somebody else can if you're very busy.
Somebody will get in touch with you. Somebody will
Oh,
get in.
thank you so much. One second, I'll just give you my number. It's +44. I'll just put 44 +44. Oh, I never put the plus sign there, but can you see it?
Yes,
Just a
yes.
second.
Yes.
All right. Whereabouts are
Yes.
you based in India? Just in.
People are from different place in India, but
Huh?
I am based in Delhi.
Oh, you're based in Delhi as well. Okay, that's interesting. So when I come to India again, I'll come and see you, and maybe I can do a program in India. I'm retired now, and there's a lot of things happening. So,
We are about to start few centers across India where
are
you can
you?
come join and do the program.
Oh, that would be really
We are in the
nice.
process of doing that.
Yeah, that would be really nice. I would like to actually stay in India for a few months, but we have problems here as well. That is my 3 grandchildren, and it's not easy. But I would like to stay there for some time.
Life is life is pretty difficult, but you need to
Yeah, yeah.
keep it,
Of course,
keep
yeah.
yourself okay. To keep
Yes,
yourself
thank you.
very left
No,
part.
I'm. In my life, I've the main type of spirituality that I followed is the teachings of Paramahansa Yogananda. I don't know if you have heard of him, but
Yes, yes.
he I've, so he was the first Indian holy man guru who left India in 1920, and he came to teach Western people about Kriya Yoga, and this I followed all my life. I've been to Ranchi before, and to California before, and I just love this. This
Avtaji, it's very nice to hear about that.
yes.
Uh, I think we can close the webinar now. Thank you for participating in the webinar, and I wish you good health and a very prosperous life.
Thank you so much to all the participants who attended the webinar, and whatever questions you've forgotten or you think you would ask on a personal basis, you can leave your number. I've already messaged. So Neha from our team will connect with you via WhatsApp and voice call. And if you can, if there's any time that you would like us to contact, we can do so as well. So we'll just, Anilji, we'll just keep it open for 5-10 minutes so that if they want to leave their number, they can do so.
Yes.
Daddy.
Anyway, most of them will be in the WhatsApp group. So,
2 people have left their number. Neha, can you make a note of it? Avtar, sir, and Google Pixel. Please let us know your name as well. Google Pixel.
Daddy.
Hold on. Nitya.
Aarti. Okay, she's Aarti. Okay, so should we close the session?
yes, yes.
1 person more has left their number. So I think we can wait for 5 minutes. So there are a few numbers. Sarika, Shirisha, ma'am. Neha, have you made a note? Okay. Thank you so much, Neha. And I think another number. Okay, Shane's number. I hope all these are WhatsApp numbers.
My number is WhatsApp number. My name
Okay.
is Arjun Tuli, and my WhatsApp number is 0444
Just a
524.
sec. Sir, could you type it in the chat so that we don't make any mistake?
I'm not finding difficult. I'm finding difficult to to
Okay,
put it
okay,
in.
okay, sir. No problem. I'll make it. I'll make a note. Yeah, you can just repeat, sir. No worries.
It's a Australian number,
Yeah,
61.
just a sec, sir. I'll make a note. Neha, can you make a note, please? Yes, sir.
It's 61 444
61 444.
444
Yes.
524
524
360.
360. I'll repeat, sir. 61 444 524 360.
That's right.
Your number, name, sir?
My name is Arjun Tuli.
Arjun. Arjan. Arjun.
Yes. And
Okay,
surname
Arjun
is
Tuli.
surname is
Okay.
Tuli. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. We've made a note, and Neha from our team is definitely going to get in touch with you. So she'll first ask you your suitable time, and then you can. Then she'll
Thank you.
connect you.
Thank you very much. The
Thank you.
Australian time is, as you know, is 4.5 hours ahead of Indian
Yes, sir.
time.
That we know. Yes, sir. We had the webinar accordingly, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay. So I think we can close the session. There's nobody else who would like to share their number.
Yes.
Okay.
we
Thank you
can
so much.
directly
Good night.
we can directly make the payment. That's enough, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And say share the screenshot with us in the webinar group so that you know.
Okay, all
can
right.
make a- Okay. Thank you so much, and good night to all the participants, and wish you a happy weekend. With that, we take your leave. Namaste.